was that he was gonna, get operation, but that's totally false. Okay, y'all, it was totally false. It was just all hearsay and talk, and Little Boosie, you know how he is. He blew it up. He basically was saying, don't cut your thing off, man. Don't cut your thing off. Don't cut the thing. You going too far. And I didn't hear that ever said once in that interview about Dwade that they were thinking about doing that. However, called him female and basically addressing him female, and at 12, I don't know, man. I don't know. I understand the love of a parent. I do understand that part. But the freedom of choice thing for somebody that young, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I just think it goes against what I believe in. But
yeah,
what say you, man?
I say I'm a God-fearing woman, so moral law. You're breaking moral law, and he's a boy. Now, when you leave my house, you could be, I'll call you whatever you want. When you don't pay no bills up in here,
right.
Then if you want to be called Tashay, how you doing? Because Tashay don't live in my house, you know what I'm saying? But I'm God-fearing, so I'm following his ways, and so if I have a boy, which I do, he was raised a boy. And then I have girls, and they're raised the girls, you know what I'm saying? And I respect their choices after you're grown. You're not grown at 12. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
But I also think that world they live in, where he live at? California? What, Florida? Where they live?
They was in Miami for the longest. I don't know if they probably, they rich. They got homes probably somewhere everywhere.
And,
but, I mean, if you look at Dwade and some of his fashion choices and some of the things he been doing, it's kind of like this.
And I'm going to say they're fortunate because they have money that he's able to do. I don't think it's hard enough for somebody to do it at 16 to be flirting in a community where it's male dominated. Imagine in the hood, you know what I mean? I don't think you have to really be a strong
12 years old
to say I'm gay, and it's frowned upon a lot.
I mean, but 12. We're talking 12. We're not talking 16. We're talking 12 years old. That's just I don't think a lot of people know anything.
Household.
But that's their thing. That's their life, and that is how it's viewed. But I'm just saying,
that's their child.
I don't understand it, but I guess it ain't for me to understand. I guess they got it under control, but it's a big issue now, and I don't like to question no parents. Nope. You know what I'm saying? I really don't.
Paying nothing over
and I'm definitely not going to judge you because that's not for me to do.
Yeah.
But if you asking me my choice and my I would definitely be like, you know what?
We follow.
We follow God's law, and then on top of that, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens here. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens here. Let's don't jump too far, okay?
Yeah.
You might find somebody that might turn you out, man. It might be an Erykah Badu out there that just might tear your ass up. You know what I'm saying? And bring you on back home.
Bring you on back.
You know what I'm saying? So, if it's a Badu out there, get that boy something, man, please. Get him right. He's a little young right now, but when he get about 14, 15, go ahead, you might give him a sniff. That Badu perfume, she got that perfume out now. That smell like vagina. her vagina.
Like boomerang.
I was like, oh really? I was like, I want that. I was like, nah, you might.
She has turned the world up.
You don't want that.
What Erykah Badu got going on? But her stuff.
I know what she got going on.
Her stuff. Woo! She's like Andre 5,000. I got to say.
3,000. He looked like he was 5,000 about a few years ago. Good Lord. But
so yeah.
So that's how it goes, man. And
but we want you to tell us. Email us.
Yeah, email us, man. You can hit us at fortnite@gmail.com. And
I'd like to hear from our
just go to the website and you see where it said comments, and we shout you out, and just. If you got a question that you want us to ask for the show and kind of have a topic, we can go with that too.
Definitely.
Chances are yours going to be not better than ours, but hey, the show is much better when we do it. So, it's cool. And we'll be all right, though.
Yeah.
Tonight, some more sports action going on. Zion versus LeBron tonight. Who you got?
LeBron.
I got the same thing. Big up to Zion for
He's doing great.
shutting people up.
Yes, he has.
Because straight up, after this year, y'all getting to see some stuff, man. This boy get a whole year.
Yes.
Because he came in balling out of control,
Yes, he is.
and I just hope good luck for him because he seemed like a real good guy, man.
He does.
Even though he was a dookie. And that's okay. I still don't. Once you get into, we know how he misses, man. But it's coins. Just don't worry about that, though. Anyway. But big up to him, man, because once you go into pros, I don't care who you went to school with. I'm just rolling with you if you're balling. And he's doing that. So, and your boy Simmons is out for indefinite with the back. And back.
Listen, I feel your pain, Simmons, because I know I got my back
now they saying some nerve stuff.
Oh, that's what I got too. Because I had the epidural for them kids. And
here we go.
They hurt, man.
Here we go.
You can't function. So I'm gonna pray for you, Simmons.
So she gonna compare her births to world class athlete, which she can.
Nothing about that life.
Which she
Y'all
can,
don't know
but
nothing about that life.
It's okay. So what else you got to talk about? What else you got going on in your phone? You were telling me some stuff you had going on.
The memorial was really nice for Kobe.
Oh man, that memorial just was.
But
Vanessa, she is a G, yo.
Boy,
that's a G. Cause she went out there in front of 20,000 people, man.
She had to take a couple breaths and
she had to get together, man.
She did it, and I'm so proud.
And they had to relive all this. I'm not saying relive it because I'm pretty sure that, but it's just it's wild.
I also like the UConn coach's his little rendition he did. I love his.
I big up to Jordan, man, because Jordan showed more emotion than I really thought he would do.
Yeah.
I mean, the Hall of Fame, he did it. That's where you got that meme from. But
they said the memes are back and full.
Man, get his wedding, go get him again. But man, I was surprised about that as well because he was really good too.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, what can you say, man? We already talked about the Kobe thing.
Yeah.
Me personally, I was like, it's been a month. And I think some people want to move on, but I understand his stronghold on the Lakers and just people, man.
Yeah.
He was doing his thing.
Terrible loss. It was like
it's horrible.
Unexpected.
It's horrible, man. Like
horrible.
somebody was saying like today, and I agree. It was kind of like it's like a president or something got shot or something. Like it was like really bad. You know what I'm saying? And you look at him differently.
It was tragic.
Than you did.
Tragic. But Beyonce did her thing on that Halo song, and Christina Aguilera did really beautifully well. So I liked it, as I say.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So big up to them. And a quickie high noon with Bomani Jones and Torres, Pablo Torres got canceled, and the last of March is going to be it for them. You were saying something that you think his Bomani is not a good person to see on TV.
I think I love his radio show, and I don't know if because he was a little bit more freer, if you know what I mean. Like when you're on TV, I think you have to kind of impress the viewers, and he seemed a little crass a little bit.
I mean, but that's his persona is kind of like kind of like sharp and don't play.
Yeah, he's not charismatic.
I personally like the show, but if I were to say anything about the show, what was new about it? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like all the other shows.
Yeah.
Now the fact that they had a black guy and I guess I think he's Filipino. So I guess maybe that's what they was kind of going for, and I dig that. And both of them are good in their own rights.
Yeah.
But I just feel that it was still all the other shows. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't still nothing that was sticking out to me. But I still like the show because I like how they are as journalists and
I just didn't find it appealing. Like, it wasn't funny. He wasn't drawing me in charismatically.
It was some funny stuff on there.
I don't know. It wasn't my
But it wasn't
like The Six.
Right. I feel you.
So yeah. So they're gonna have to figure it out.
So anything else you got going on with you?
My dear.
Well, I got some funny. You know me. I love fun facts.
Oh, little funny fun facts.
Fun facts. I need to have something behind that. We're gonna come up with something. I'm gonna come up with something with all this fun facts. Come up with something. You know.
Okay, so what's your fun fact?
Now here was this. Albert Einstein, upon his death.
Yes.
Okay, this understand. Albert Einstein wasn't the smartest guys in the history of the world.
He's one of.
One.
Yes. Tesla's another one that people riding around now.
His brain was taken out. You know, I guess, you know.
I remember that.
Remember that. It was taken out, and I guess they hold it for it. Well, it was missing for 23 years.
Yeah, I heard about that. Where was
after his death.
Where was it?
Who knows? But
Nobody
nobody was saying, but it was missing for 23 years. I didn't see anything that was saying how it came back or whatever.
Like in the archives, like somewhere.
I don't know all that. That's what I just said. I don't know all that. These are fun facts. I let you go into your world and you can research that. Yeah. But still, can you imagine 23 years what happened
and how do we know that his brain?
But however, the government, they get a hold of something, they can do something.
The same thing with Tesla. Like when he was dead, they went to his place that he lived at, and they got all his paperwork and all his stuff he was working at, because he was working on some free energy. Yeah. But that's for another day.
And but he was trying to do the ultimate thing about the whole globe. Yeah. He was trying to use the energy
that we breathe in, like all around us is energy.
But to use a terrestrial, actual light bulb around the whole world.
And oil companies was not having that.
No. So.
But we digress. What's another fun fact?
There's actually the term that we hear all the time is get that paper, that paper, which we're talking about money, right?
Right. It's made out of
However, it's not made out of paper at all.
Linen?
It's made out of 75% cotton and 25% linen. And that's why when you wash your money, laundering money, that's another. But it never goes bad. You know what I'm saying? Never messes up.
But it does carry another germ. So if you're one of those people like to carry that cash, wash your hands.
Well, I just figured this. I heard this, but I don't know. But the liver is the only organ that regenerates in your body.
Yes.
And it can regenerate at a 25% scope.
Wow.
As well.
Cool.
So, people who having liver transplants and stuff like that, or disease and stuff like that, maybe you just could have hold out just a little bit, but I couldn't.
Oh my God.
How about this? But this was the one that I really love right here. If you're a music lover, you may have heard of Louis Armstrong before. You ever heard of Louis Armstrong?
Yes.
The trumpeter?
Yes.
And you always see him and everything. He was
the big.
Now that's Dizzy Gillespie.
Oh my bad, sorry.
But Louis Armstrong was Satchmo and with the trumpet. So back in the day, very, very, very famous.
Still is.
World famous for What a Beautiful World.
Yes.
Okay, that's his number one hit.
Okay.
All right. He was with Richard Nixon, and they were traveling.
Okay.
To London, and they was in the New York airport, right?
JFK?
Huh?
It's in New York airport.
In the New York, I don't know which one particular, but they was in New York.
JFK.
Yeah,
I'm assuming JFK.
Yeah. Okay. So they were there, and Richard Nixon doesn't have to be checked for customs. But, of course, Louis Armstrong being black also going to be checked for customs.
Right.
So he got Richard Nixon to take his bags for him, so they had to go through customs.
What was in the bag?
3 pounds of marijuana was in the bag. Richard Nixon took 3 pounds of marijuana to London, and I don't think he knew anything about that. But that was the big jazz musicians there. That's their thing. So that's what it was. So he had him do it, and he got in with 3 pounds.
See, that's why you got to be smart.
That's right. Exactly.
You're politicking and what the government can and cannot do.
Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy right there?
I love it.
All time slick right there.
Liquid.
Now, trust me, in the days now, he would have been beat down out here. But however, that's what it was. So. I don't have a lot to talk about, man, but I will have a closer today. And just say, you know what, y'all? After the deaths I dealt with my boy, I had a lot of people call me that I haven't talked to in a while, and I connected with a lot of people that I haven't connected with in a while, and close the gap. you know what I'm saying, a little bit and talk about and just, reach out. People that I haven't heard from in years, quite honestly.
Yeah.